Hello everyone, in this video I'm gonna show you how you can import your DOE data into HyperStudy in order to do maybe some post-processing or to create a feed. The first thing is that we need to make sure that our DOE data is in CSV format. In this case I have 3 input variables and 3 output responses. Now let's go to HyperStudy and create a new study. Now, there are 2 ways of setting up this study. The easiest way to do it is by choosing a lookup model. We hit OK, and then we're going to choose our CSV file, and we hit import variables. Now, the advantage here is that it will let us bring the labels in here. So in this case, as I mentioned, we have 3 input variables, so 3 input, 3 output responses. And as you can see in the input variables, it automatically captured the bounds. So we have the lower, the nominal, and the upper bound in here. Now, the other way to do it is manually by choosing internal math model, and then we need to add the input variables manually, and we need to set the values for the bounds. But I'm going to remove this since it is easier to use the lookup model. Now we're just going to test this, and we're going to add a DOE. The definition is going to be from the setup, and let's go directly into specifications. Now, since we already have the DOE data, we're going to select empty, and we're going to hit edit in here, and we're going to import our values. This will come from a plain text, and let's select our CSV, and in this case we have headers. Next, and in this case we're gonna make sure that everything's in place, that the input variables in HyperStudy correspond to your input variables and your output responses. In the case that something doesn't match in here, you can assign or reassign the columns. Everything's in place in here, so we're just gonna hit finish, and we're going to hit apply. Okay, apply, next, and evaluate the task. And we're going to see our DOE data in here. Now, you can do some post-processing in here with HyperStudy data mining tools. You can also create a feed. The definition is going to be from the setup. And you can import the DOE data in here, apply, next. And you can go to post-processing to maybe do some trade-off studies, what if studies with moving the sliders, and checking, of course, the diagnostics of our feed. Now, if you want to go directly into the feed without creating the DOE, you can also do this. So we create a feed existing data, and instead of having the original approach, we're going to select manual edit, and the same thing that we did on our DOE, we're going to import our values. We have headers, this is the same file, everything's in place in here, finish. We make sure that everything looks fine. We hit OK. And this should be exactly the same as this feed. We go into the post-processing, we can check the diagnostics, we can do maybe some what-if studies with our output responses. And that's it. Thank you.